Oops.
Give me a random drawing prompt. A curious raccoon wearing a tiny hand-knitted scarf is trying to open a brightly colored, oversized vintage lunchbox under the moonlight. Alright, first of all, what the heck is a vintage lunchbox? Oh, yeah, I know those kinds of lunchboxes. Okay. I guess we're doing that. Oh, shoot. Forget you saw this. Just some forsaken art. Okay. Wait, what did it say again? It said a curious raccoon. This is actually, like, very... I've never really drawn a raccoon before. So I guess we'll start with the raccoon. Yeah, I've never really done this before. Nose, I think. And then, Alright. What does a raccoon look like? That's a good question. What does a raccoon... Yeah, I know what a raccoon is. Okay, yeah. Okay, I've seen a raccoon before. I just need a little bit of... So, it's... Yeah, I know. I thought I knew. Like, it goes... Okay, didn't Gemini say in the moonlight? So we're also gonna have to make the background dark. Then raccoons have that. Gosh. So maybe. God. No, it's too late. Shit. This is. It's more difficult than it looks. Okay, that doesn't look half bad. And then. Yep, should have gained a few brain cells before doing that. Okay, so. No. Nope, we are not doing this. Make this smaller, I think. Alright, how does that look? That looks okay, I guess. Yeah, that looks fine. The eyes look a little soulless. Oh, that's kind of cute, right? Okay. So they have a stripey thingy going down. So maybe take this and, like, first of all, patch up this. Then have a stripe-ish thingy going down. Oh, right, is it a multiple? Yep. Yeah, okay. And then make that work somehow. Okay, then surround it with the with the black outline. Okay, that looks nice. We're gonna leave the sparkle on for a second and make it black. And then the white is it's not pure. So it's like, it's more of like a tainted kind of white-ish thingy. So maybe redo this bottom. First of all, and then, I mean, that kind of looks like a raccoon. Right? Here, maybe, geez, a raccoon from the side. Do they not have any raccoons on the side? Oh, yes, they do. So, kind of like curves on the side. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, so, and then, head, okay, so maybe make it more like an alley kind of looking thing, like instead of like, going like that, like kind of slope, you see, like maybe it could go down, like descend a little to make room for the mouth, and then it will come together. Like what I mean is like go down like that, and then, okay, that kind of works. Okay, so, can make that thicker. Just make my pen thicker, honestly. Okay, okay, yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, the gray dark. So they blend in the night, but like they're not as dark as the night. So, Dick, listen, are you serious? Okay, then go around like that. And yeah, okay. That kind of works. And then add the mouth. Whoa, chunkers. Nope. Maybe make him look cozy, because this is a cartoon raccoon. Okay, the next step is, I guess, to add its ears-ish. I'm not good with ears. How far are its ears up its head? Like, where are we on that? Okay, so it's kind of like along the back-ish. And then same thing on the other side. Okay, those ears are not nearly big enough. Okay, nope, go back. Okay. Bigger, like that. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. That will look like a raccoon, though. It has those, like, dark spots around its eyes, doesn't it? So, like, maybe that original color I was going for, but only around its eyes. Yeah, it has those dark spots on its eyes. That's why a lot of people call it a burglar, because it looks like a cat burglar. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks like a raccoon-ish, kind of. Then make these ears a little lighter, I think. Okay. And then, okay, yeah, okay. Okay. I am dedicated. Shoot. Does that look like a raccoon to you? Okay, so then just it's simple from there. Just add the like this. It's more like an off-whitish color, so then add a little bit of gray to that. Kind of what I'm going for, except make that a little darker. You know what? Let's just go with the white, and then okay. Oh shoot, they're like dead black. Okay. Bam, done. Okay. Let's clean that up. And then, okay, so it looks like a raccoon. Okay, and it has little, like, freckly thingies that animals, like the little holes that their whiskers come out of. Those things. I'm not an animal expert, so leave me alone. No. Okay, if I'm gonna make whiskers, they have to be way thinner than that. So, like, there we go. Maybe less intrusive. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Maybe that other whisker is too much. And then they're like plumpy. They're like plump. Plumpy. Like they have those like plump bodies. Like foxes, they ate too much. So no, it's too plump. And then what am I even doing anymore? Okay, don't focus on the plumpiness. Why do I keep saying the word plump? Who's in this century? Okay. And then why did Gemini have to give me this weird response? Oh, then I have to make way for he said a scarf, right? So I'm gonna give him a scarf. And then I'm gonna extend his arm so that he's trying to open the lunchbox. Yeah, and then like his paw-ish thing. Yeah, from afar that doesn't look too bad. And then I don't know if you couldn't tell, but I'm fairly bad at drawing animals. I'm more accustomed to like humanoid things, but I can draw an animal every once in a while. Then okay, this I'm impressed with myself. Like this may be bad for normal standards, but it's good for my standards. Like I don't usually do this kind of stuff. And then okay. That's a good baseline. Now we just need to add the color and patterns. So I like them to have those little ringer tails. We're going to save that for later. I want the white to blend into the grayish color I'm going for, so I'm going to add a first layer, and then I'm going to go a little darker for our base gray. Shoot. Okay. And leakage. Where's leakage? Where is it spewing out of my drawing? There, and that should be good. There we go. Well, no. It needs to be darker than that. Okay. Okay, like this. And then blend it a little. Nope. And kind of imitate fur, I guess. Yep, nope, that looks horrible, actually. I just realized the shape of the head does not match how thick the rest of the body is. So I think we're gonna... I don't know what I just made. Okay, paste. And then make that bigger. Hide. Then just lock that onto here in a sloppy looking way. It'll just look better, refine it, and then it looks better. Okay, kind of. Then I guess take this color, paint it here. That doesn't look dark enough, does it? Actually, it does. Yep. And then, shoot, I also forgot about the scarf. Why not a pink and yellow scarf? Just because. That's the way I'm feeling with scarves right now. Right, we gotta merge these. Match! Perfect. And then... Oh yeah, we definitely have to get that now. I cannot see a thing. Out and around. Okay, yeah, that works. And then... Okay, that's a nice scarf. Actually, sorry, since Gemini, when we want it to be wearing a scarf. I'm assuming that the weather is cold outside, so it's going to be mostly white to represent snow. Now onto the vintage lunchbox. Okay. So, vintage lunchboxes tend to have, they connect to the handle with these little annoying metal thingies. And then come back like that. Perfect. Not perfect. So, the metal thingies. Alright, so most vintage lunchboxes have a theme. So I wonder what this one's theme would be. Maybe it's just like, it's colorful. It said it had to be colorful, which is a little weird, but whatever. I don't want it to match the scarf, because that'd be a little weird. Maybe we should just go with a red. Well, it's vintage, so over time the red color would start to wear. And then turn this black into silverish. Nope. Didn't think that all the way through. Around like that. Does it look perfect? No, not at all. In fact, it looks suboptimal. But is it good? Yeah, I think so. I just said it was good 2 seconds ago, but now I'm starting to reconsider. Maybe make this a darker. And then, like that. Beautiful. And then, I'm gonna make this even darker. And I'm repeating the vintage theme over and over again. So I'm kind of thinking, what if there was like rust all over the lunchbox? It would make it seem more realistic as a vintage lunchbox, I feel, and like that I think that'd be a nice detail, nice touch. So maybe make it like a little like orangey. Okay, and then, yeah, that doesn't work too bad. I like the way it turned out. I really do. But I guess maybe we should move on to the next detail. Okay, let's review what I said one more time to see if I missed any details so far. Okay, so it needs the bright colors in the low light. Or a nighttime setting. A tiny hand-knitted scarf. Trying to open a brightly colored, oversized, vintage lunchbox under the moonlight. Okay, maybe like bright colored means other colors too. So I'll add some polka dots of other colors. So normally this is the color they manufactured it with, plus the age, which should give us a nice. But then again, I don't want to polka dots because we already did that. So maybe we'll just do a little stripe pattern. Stripes used to be popular too. I mean, I guess they still are kind of popular. I don't know. Were stripes really ever popular? So then, I'll just cut it off there. And then I also want to add a little bit of yellow. And here, why not some lightning bolts? Like scribblies. Okay, I'm liking the way that turned out. It's a vintage lunchbox, and the raccoon is trying to open it. And then, since it's wearing a scarf, I want to make it snowy. So I'm just going to make a black outline all over the floor, and the weight of the existing canvas will make the snow. Yay! Okay, then we're gonna attach. Okay, bam, there's the snow. And then we have to have this set at night. I'm going to make a moon above. I'm going to whole thing black. No, not full black. A little bit of blue. Not that much blue. Mostly black. Perfect. And then add a few stars. We'll add some trees in the background. Then some more trees. One more maybe. Okay. I'm really liking the way this turned out. But yeah, terminate that subscribe button, guys. This is I made this with an AI prompt, and it turned out pretty nice. I will see you guys later. Bye.